Hi, it's Julian Mills here from Marketomate. In the following video, I'm going to show you how to manually move contacts around in a workflow. It's a bit of a hack that we sometimes use when we need to manually make a fix when contacts, for whatever reason, have got into the wrong place in a workflow. So you see that in a minute. In the meantime, if you haven't already subscribed to HighLevel, please click the link below and get a 30-day trial with Marketomate. So here we go. Sometimes when we're working with high-level workflows, we find out that it's not working as we initially planned. There's a bug in the system, and as a result, people might have gone into the wrong branch or the wrong part of a workflow. So in this simple video, I'm going to show you how we can manually fix that. So one way would be to simply remove them from the workflow and start again. So I can click on here like that. Click on like that, remove them from the workflow. Like that. So remove everything from the workflow and reboot it again. Drop them back in again. You see here that resets the workflow. You can start again. Yeah, and we just introduce it again. So sometimes that's a simple fix. Other times you might have had a workflow running for some time. There's lots of people in lots of different places, and just to reset it isn't going to work. So then in that case, we do a different. I would do a different way. Refresh. Okay, so this time, imagine this is a lot more complicated workflow, okay? And say I wanted to move this person here into this branch of the workflow. How would I go about doing that? Because there's no built-in tools as of yet anyway in HighLevel that lets me take that person and move them to there. So we have a little bit of a hack we can do here, okay? So what I would be doing is I've been looking to use these two tools, the go-to and the if-else. In this first example, I'm just going to use a go-to, okay? So what I want to effectively do is use a go-to to move this person from here to there, okay? So if I click on go-to here like this, and save the action, it's not going to let me do that because it has to be at the end of the branch. Okay, so in this example, what I'm going to do, temporarily, I'm going to take this email here and move it here out of the way for a couple of minutes. So I'll click on here like this, move action, move here. That frees up now. This next action is now at the end of the branch. Click on here and tap and go to like that, save like that. And then I'll just click on there to move it from here to here. Now, before I do anything else, I must save it. And now I'm going to force this person here or group of people from here through to here into there, and they'll be queued up there. So let's run that now. Running man, move all. If you're doing 1,000 or a large number like that of contact, this could take a little time to run. But just to refresh it, this should be quite a quick one with just one contact. We just let that go through there, and I might have to just click on here like this and just do this. Speed it up a bit, refresh that. So now we've successfully moved this person or group of people from here to there, brilliant. And then just to tidy up, we just got to finally remember, we've got to remove this temporary go-to we put in here, delete the action like that. And then we've got to move this email we moved temporarily to here, up to here, back in place, move action. And then we'll always save it as well. We must save it. And then we're back to where we started now. So the camper, the workflow, it's exactly where we started, but the person has moved from here to this workflow here. So that's one way to do it. Sometimes, okay, you'll have a much more complicated workflow from this one, and you don't want to start moving big chunks of it left, right, and center like I did before. So in that case, if I wanted to move this person from here to here, I might use an if-else and a go-to this time, okay? So pretend I can't, it's not feasible to rearrange this workflow too much. Then what I'd be doing is putting like something like here. I'd use an if-else first of all. Okay, and I'd create, I've just got to create logic that's going to move them in, split them into two groups, but I want everyone to go into them. In this case, I want everyone to go into the non-branch, okay? So for the purpose, this could be using a tag or whatever works for you, But today I'm going to use just a simple date time because it's quick for me to do, day of the week. So today is Friday, okay? So if I select the opportunity is Monday, right? When I push this contact through here, because today's Friday, they're going to go to the non-branch, okay? That's what we're doing here. So this is a branch. I want, ultimately, when I move this person through the, push it through, because it's Friday today, they're going to go to the non-branch and go wherever I want to point them to, okay? So you see here, so I know that when I push this person through here, because it's Friday today, they're going to go to this non-branch. And then I can put an if-else in here. So I don't need to rearrange that email. Click on here, and then go to if-else. Not if-else. Go to like that. And then I can pop them there, like save that. And I'm going to move it to there like that. Okay, so, and always save. Don't forget to save there like that. Okay, so now what is going to happen using the if-else, and I've left that email to in place there like that. When I force this contact through here, because it's Friday today, they can't go to Monday, they're going to go to none, and that's it, and then they'll move over to there. So I'll just run that through now. Move like that. So you see there, it's moved. So I'm now moving from here to here successfully. Now obviously I've got to tidy all this up here. So the first thing I'll be doing would be to click on here like this, delete that action, like so. And then obviously I want to get rid of all this here. I don't need all this in here. It's just confused. So what I've got to do is I'm going to move email 2 up to here. And then I can delete this condition. If I delete this condition like this now, if I delete that, I'll end up deleting email 2, which I don't want to do, okay? So I'm going to take this one here like that, move action, and move it to there like that. And then I can safely delete this condition and all that will be deleted. Like that. Delete action. And always, always, always save. And that's it. So now we've moved. So we started off, first of all, the contact was here, we want to move here. We simply move that email out of the way, put a go-to in there, and force the contact through here to the go-to to wait one day. And then we simply moved the email one back into place and deleted the go-to. So that's that. And the second version, we did it slightly differently because sometimes it suits the situation, depending on how complicated the workflow is. In this case, we created an if-else here. And we knew from the settings the if-else, the only way they could go down was the left-hand branch. And then we moved them with a go-to, we moved them to here. So hopefully that explains how you can manually move data to create a manual fix if contacts have got into the wrong part of the workflow and it's not feasible to restart the workflow from scratch. Okay, cheers now, bye.